Okay, the next video we're going to do is a bobbin. So this right here is a bobbin. Okay, this is where it will go down here in this lever, or this little area down here. It is held there by what I like to call the bobbin doohickey. Okay, it is also, oops, whoa. Someone else has called it an apple before because it has a little like apple stem up at the top, or a little pumpkin stem, whatever you want to call it, but it also goes in the machine, so we'll talk about that in just a second. But now for your bobbin, you want to fill your bobbin with thread. How do you do that? So there are a few pieces. Number one, there's this little metal mushroom over here, and you're going to take your thread and you're going to just wind it around your this little mushroom. You're not going to wind it multiple times, just one time, just down and around. And you're going to take it over here with it, which is where your bobbin will be. Okay, so your bobbin sits there ready for threading. If you have it over here to the left, then if you push your pedal, your needle will go, but your bobbin will not. So you have to push it over to the right. If you push over to the right, then your bobbin will start filling up with thread. So I'm going to show you how in just a second. So you got to make sure that your machine is on. Okay, so we just turned our knob there at the right. I haven't even showed you guys the pedal foot yet, or that's on the floor. So I'll show that here in just a second. Okay, so you take your thread. And again, you do not want to put your foot on the pedal quite yet. Let me wind up my thread just a little bit. Okay. So you take your thread and you just wind it right around this little mushroom. Just one time, super simple. Now, when you thread it, there is what I call, there's a top wheel, there's a top wheel, a bottom wheel, and then there's a center section. So you want to take your thread and you want to go in the center section and up through the top wheel, up through one of the holes. And you just want to pull a little bit and stick it on the bobbin. Okay, so again, you take it in the middle and up through one of the top wheels and you hold it. You move it over to the right so that you are ready to go and it'll thread your machine. You put your foot on the pedal and you just let it spin. Here we go. So you can see it's starting to thread our bobbin. And it goes up and down. And you might lose some of the material on top because it's winding so much. That is a-okay. So the next thing you want to do, this part right here, I don't know if you can really see it, has a little cut, it's a little knife. So you take your bobbin, you unhook it or move it to the left, you remove it from the bobbin holder, and you just bring it right along here. So you bring it right along there and you pull, and it will cut your bobbin. It'll cut your bobbin thread. I also like to cut some of this extra thread that's hanging out at the top, only because we don't need it and we don't want to be confused. So I cut that too. All right, and that is how you thread a bobbin.